Hello and welcome back to Empyrion Galactic Survival. My name is Spanj. Welcome back to my swamp planet here. Can't even remember the name of it. What is it even called? Lamdet. Lamdet? Anyway, welcome back. I hope you're doing well. Thank you very much for joining me. Now, I'm out here in the wild just picking up some alien thorn. I'm trying to find some alien plasma T6 as well if I can be so lucky. Find some of that. But I don't know where it is, but we're looking for it. Now, while I'm doing this, I do have several ships to introduce to you, because with the addition of Sathium Auto Miner, I now have all of the resources on tap. So then, after doing many a sleeps and many a unloading, reloading auto miners, and of course refining them in the furnaces, I now have quite a few resources of all the major types, at least. It actually looks like the old Xerax may have actually landed in my base. It landed on my freaking landing pad. Wow. They were able to get through before. We won't ever be able to get through again. I'll make sure of that. Cheeky little buggers. Fortunately, they didn't drop any troops off. Possibly because they couldn't actually hit the ground. Goes the best and worst landing spots. Right, anyway, yes, what was I saying? Yeah, so I've got a few resources. Okay, I'll just show you. Obviously, there's the furnaces working through that. The input box is looking very healthy right now. And I also have a ingot box that's looking rather healthy as well. Not to mention, obviously, with the Promethean auto miner very close by, we're looking all right. We're looking all right. So quite a few fuel packs. The water has been taking a little while to come through, but I've been letting it stack up a bit so I can go ham on fusion cells now. But yes, like I said, I've got a few ships to introduce you to. Let me just fire up the old fusion cell production line here. Well, this way we'll have more than enough fuel. He was going for the foreseeable future. And there we go. It's going to take a few. Can't line up 1,000 refined pentaxid, unfortunately. They're just going to do it the old hard way. Anyway, right, I'm going to start with the smallest of our additions. So what I've tried to do is stick with older blueprints of mine, to sort of try and upgrade them, reintroduce them a little bit. So we're going to start with the old skip ray here. This is a tier 2 kind of starter hover tank, but I have upgraded it because it's actually really upgradable. You've got, let me lift it up. Hopefully it will stay in the air and not fall to the floor. We can look underneath it. So it's got hatches on the bottom here where you can sneak in some upgrades into these kind of clear areas. As you can see, we've got shields. We've also got a trauma station tucked up under there. And then up there we got O2 station as well. So it's a pretty decent, well-equipped tank. You just got to know where all the kind of little cubby holes are and stuff like that. And with shields and equipped, it's got 5 rocket turrets on it and 4 manual fire GATs. So it probably might need to swap out 2 of the rockets for maybe lasers, or add some laser cannons to it somewhere in order to make it kind of effective against shields. But with those 5 rocket turrets, it's pretty damn effective against unshielded targets. And, it's pretty fast. It's a pretty decent, quick machine. And hopefully, as a entry-level tank, we should be able to do some good stuff with it. There's the skip ray there. Now, I did bring in another SV. You probably just saw it back there in a little bit. The unplanned Xerax attack has ruined my reveal. But here's the Relentless. Now, you've never seen the Relentless. It's not on the workshop, and I haven't modified it. This is actually a racing ship. I built the Relentless for our SV death races that we have on the server every now and again. We haven't had one for a little while, I'll admit, but this thing did pretty well on the death race track because it is quite, as you can see, chunky. It has quite a few hit points, so it took a lot of hits. It did actually die eventually, I think. But it was extremely overpowered in the forward thrust department with these large jet engines. It actually had no reverse thrust whatsoever because as a racing SV, it didn't need it. But it now has some reverse thrust. I've upgraded its weapons from the 2 laser cannons it has to 6 plasma cannons, plus 2 GATs on the outer wing there, turrets. So yeah, I'm hoping it's a decent fighter now. It's definitely fast enough to do hit and run kind of bomber strike sorties, and I think it looks pretty cool. So well, let me know if you want it yourself. I'll pop it on the workshop. It was just like a one-time kind of race SV, so it's not kind of like my best work, I would say. You know, it barely has any texturing done on it, and yeah, it's a bit of a rush job on the landing gears as well. There seems to be some floating assets going on there, but we'll breeze over that. So that's the Relentless. Combat SV is in. Obviously, the Nightshade is still there. But the main thing I want to introduce you to today is the Centurion drone command and control ship over here. Now, if I thought about this a little bit better, I maybe giving you a little aerial view of it. But let me put myself in God mode really quick, and we'll do a quick zip around and have a look at it. The Centurion drone command and control vessel is a sort of mid to late game mobile base, a bit of everything. It's well armed, it's well armored, it's got good functionality, great hangar, it's got gardens and med facilities, constructors and all sorts, everything you kind of need. There's power on, thrusters are off at the moment, so but we can have a look at it powered on here with all the little glories and stuff like that. All textured, kind of sort of imperial grey kind of look to it. Asymmetrical front, symmetrical everything else. GATs, lasers, artillery, plasmas. No missiles, it's not a strike craft. The artillery is kind of like a sort of main gun, opportunistic sniping weapon on the front of the ship. I'll show you in a minute. So we'll go into the main hangar here. And this ship is on the workshop. If you want to download it, I'll link to my workshop down below. You can check it out. And the other builds on there as well. The main hangar is a decent size. You can definitely get all of my smaller vessels and stuff in here, no problem. We've got four advanced constructors, 2 small constructors. These are all 320 KSU containers down that side and that side. So it has more than ample storage, plus then a number of smaller boxes, as you can see. The usual sort of things that you'd expect. Armor lockers, O2, repair stations and stuff like that. Plenty of oxygen storage. And then we've got a bit of an asymmetrical engineering situation because of the size and layout of the nacelles. So over here we've got a warp drive. And if we were to activate the maintenance access here, we could access the engineering sections. But these are danger zones. Lots of very hot, very radioactive things. So a quick sneak peek here. The warp drive, then taxi tank over here. And come out of God mode now. So you can actually hear the radiations already. And then on the other side, slightly different. But we got the shield generator tucked in over here. Another maintenance access here as well. Also, very hot, very radioactive area. You can see the thrusters, but you do have access to everything. That's engineering. There are other engineering sections. So you've got thruster access here. And all the way to the top, there's another access tube. And this also goes into generator and thruster access across 3 levels down here. So yeah, it's almost every thruster is accessible, and not all of them are. Almost all of them are. So we can turn that off, and these doors will stay closed now. So yeah, we've come straight up here where we've got our garden cafeteria. Across the way is the computer core. We've got all our CPU extenders, and then we got the main sort of corridor down top section of the ship. We've got sick bay. Then across the way is officers' quarters, captain's quarters. Fully equipped, spacious. And then of course we've got the bridge. And it's a split bridge. You got the pilot on one side, commanders and stuff on the other side. Plenty of room for NPCs to be added in here. Obviously, they don't have a real purpose in vanilla, but in Reforged, they contribute CPU. So loads and loads of room for those to increase the CPU of the ship. And that's pretty much it. We've got a kind of raised platform over the hangar here. No real reason, really, other than the aestheticness of it. And cause I could. And there we go. The only other thing as well, I have to re-enable maintenance access here. Is there's two sections up front. You got one that comes to a fake hangar, kind of drop-off point here. You'll probably dock an SV on its roof or something in that space. And then this one goes into the core room. Upstairs is kind of access to primary generator. And then access into the drone bay itself. And I need to produce some drones. But that is it. That's the end of the corridor. And that's all there is on the inside. Anyway, with the ship now loaded up and all passengers on board, what are we going to do with it? Well, we're going to go places. Go see things. We're going to leave the base behind for a while. This is where we'll always return to. When we're at the end of an expedition, or we need to resupply on resources, or even repair everything because we've got it all messed up. But from here on, with the Centurion as our ally, we have the entire world, entire galaxy, at our fingertips. I've just realized there's not a detector on this damn thing. Crap. You would think with all the antennas and radar dishes and things on this that it would be able to detect a fart in a room, but no. Anyway, it now has a detector. Crap, I'm going to have to update the workshop version now. Yeah, I can never win. Right, anyway, let's go. And we have a system here. Obviously, there's planets and stuff. There's things on these planets and stuff we can go and kill. But let's go one system over. Malfa Gamma. Hopefully we'll get lucky. And there'll be something to kill over there. But yeah, I think we should start today with a bit of wanton destruction. Let's go. We're going to start things off with a casual bit of piracy. I'm going to deploy the artillery cannon here. And the drones have deployed. The drones have deployed. Look at them go. Right. The artillery gun and the plasma cannon and the laser guns are opening up. There goes artillery round. First round artillery against an unshielded target. It's a direct hit. And we have explosions. We have secondary explosions. The drones are engaging. I can see their muzzle flashes going. Look. They are actually attacking. They are doing stuff. Another hit from the artillery cannon. We're going to come up behind this thing now. I don't think this thing's armed, is it? Another artillery straight in the back door. Lights have gone out. I think the generators or core or something has been hit. It's not the core. But it has stopped moving. The guns are still opening up. Let's get alongside this thing. Piracy. Yeah. Drones are absolutely hammering it. I wonder what the targeting parameters of the drones are. Taking return fire. Has a laser cannon on it. It ain't gonna last long though. There it goes. Have we got EVA on? I do. Okay, we can go straight out. Can't move. I think the gravity generator's off. Oh. Oh boy. 3 kilometers incoming. The drones are gonna keep me safe. Or dead. One or the other. They're gonna keep me something. Oh. The freighter, so it is going to self-destruct. I've got EVA on, so I have next to no armor. Hard hitting things in 0G, it really is. All that for about 5 pieces of glass. This seems fine. Yeah, enemy drones are swarming in now. It'd be interesting to see how my drones react to that. Still, the point defense systems and everything on the Woo! Woo! That was ridiculously close. Oh yeah. Got a few fuel packs and stuff on this thing. That's it. All that ammunition bent, and it's got a few Promethean packs on it. Probably less overall fuel in this thing than what it would take to move that piddly and puny little bit of fuel around. So there we go. First target and confirmed kill of the drone carrier, and off the drones go again, intercepting. By the time they actually get going, though, the enemy drone is dead. And just credit to my ship, I guess. These guys have got a few bits and bobs on them, but nothing crazy. All right. I think that that was good. That was a success. That was a little bit of an easy target, I'll admit. Like, you know, kicking puppies. It's just wasn't going to offer any real resistance there, was it? I don't think. Right. Let's organize this, and then we'll find another target. All right. Here we have something a little bit different. This is the level 4 orbital production facility, and it has shields. So, a little bit of a different target. Very, very different target to what we have over here. It's going to shoot back. It's probably going to be able to shoot back before I can shoot it. So, I'm going to try and maneuver ourselves in a position where we can, you know, receive the least amount of fire. And there we go. We're already receiving fire from 4 different turrets. I think that looks like flak cannons. See if we can angle ourselves down here. I don't know if the turret's on the top of those spires. My lasers are opening up. Hoping we can get some action from the plasmas and stuff. The red glow bolts and things like that. We've actually got the maneuverability to maybe maneuver around. And as you can see, we're at about 1.5 kilometers away. So we're some distance away, and our ship is opening up nicely on this so far. So our drones are engaging. They're up there, look. They're up there. You can see them just about. Defense drones are engaging. So, gonna move a little bit closer now. The shields on the enemy base are down. Hopefully I can get the GATs involved. There we go. The GATs are opening up. They are set to target turrets. We'll continue to try and maneuver and avoid the incoming fire from the red, slow-moving red bolts. We are going to take hits from the lasers, the faster-moving red bolts. Can't avoid them, but if we keep changing direction, strafing, moving around, it's a little unelegant, but jarring looking, but it works. There goes another artillery round. There is a ship or something being worked on the bottom of this. It's difficult to tell from this distance what we're actually shooting at, but that looks like a very updated. I do not recognize that orbital production at all. I think it is new. But we are laying hits into the guns. Turrets, slowly removing them from the base. The artillery gun is continuing to hit and destroy things. And there goes another artillery hit there. We watch the lasers and stuff take apart another enemy laser. We're not being shot by the slow moving red bolts now, so I can actually just kind of slow down a bit and watch the action. Although we've got to be careful now. We have got only 20 shields left. We really need to get rid of those lasers. We've maneuvered ourselves into a position where we can be shot again, unfortunately. Hoping the GATs hurry up and take out these freaking laser turrets. Otherwise you're gonna have to fall back. Interesting facility. Yeah, there's a lot of guns on this thing, actually. A lot of guns. Okay, base did call for reinforcements. 4 minutes to incoming. I'm gonna have to back off just so I can get my shields to regenerate. So we're back out of range. It's about 1.2 kilometers. There we go. The artillery gun is actually still in range, remarkably, and my drones are still engaging. They're not being shot at. My drones are just doing all the work. That's awesome. I think that's... Is that that can't be intentional, that my drones are not being shot at all. They are just up there. There you go, that was a big hit, because that was... The reputation loss then was huge. Yeah, artillery there is just able to shoot with impunity, which is fantastic. Now the artillery is set to generators, so that is going to bore through the hull until it finds something in the soft, gooey center on that base. Meanwhile, my drones are just... I want to go up and have a look. I think I might. There's something coming in over there, but what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go GMIV. Puts you in invisible god mode. Oh, that's a lot of errors. Okay, so what this does is it makes you invisible to the enemy, but you can then fly up to things to see what is going on. And we can see my drones are shooting away at what appears to be the turrets on the base. And they are actually doing moderate amounts of, a little bit of damage. I don't think they're going to be doing any groundbreaking destruction to this thing, but they are doing damage to it. Meanwhile, the artillery gun continues to fire a freaking big hole into the center of this thing, looking for generate. All right. Suppose I could set it to turrets. It would probably damage the base a little less. But why would we do that? Anyway, then we'll bring yourself out of God mode just to GM again and it turns it off. There we go. Our shields are back up to 100%. So let's get in. Let's see if we can rip the last of these turrets off. And then we can maybe get in the base before these reinforcements come. Ruin our day. Alright. We'll just sort of leave it here for a little while, really. Yeah, turrets are starting to fall quite quickly now. Yeah, sort of broadside on here. 60 seconds for reinforcements. We may need to bail very quickly here. 28% shields. It depends what it is. Because if it's... Well, if it's a Tavera that pops in, we're screwed at 14% shields. We are going to die. Hopefully we're getting in a position now where we won't take any damage. Shields can recharge. They are recharging. My guns are opening up. Continuing. Drones are continuing to open up. Any second now, an enemy ship is going to pop in and say, deal with me now. And I'm going to go, nah, bye. Yeah. But doing okay. Not a combat ship, but it's interesting to see it in combat. And it's got the capability of unleashing hell. It really does. Okay, where is this enemy ship? Then it should be here by now. Do not understand the delay. I get my turrets involved on their turrets and take them out of action. Obviously, doing this, take damage. Oh boy. Periat and a Sunnet. Okay. Individually. Individually, I may be able to deal with that. Those two combined with the station and what's left of the station. There might be a bit of a stretch. Yeah. The Sunnet, fine, easy enough. I mean, it's got a decent amount of firepower on a Sunnet compared to what I've got. The Periat, yeah, shielded, as well as heavily armored and heavily armed. That's a different story. That's a very different story. We'll see what they do at the moment because they're just kind of... They are heading this way now. They are heading this way. The Periat is incoming and is targeting my drones by the look of it. Yeah. I think they were shots at my drones. And that was a shot at me, so... Another drone has spawned. You get 10 drones in a bay. My guns are now opening up on the Periat. And the Sunnet is coming in and also targeting my drones. There goes another drone, I think. Another drone is released. I'm going to go through them very quickly at this point. At the moment, my lasers are downing the shields on that Periat very quickly. My plasma and artillery guns are opening up on the Periat now. They seem to be actually targeting my drones over me, which is interesting. Ah, there we go. Now it's switched. Alright. It's interesting that my drones draw turret fire from ships. Weird, not bases, but maybe that's the targeting parameters on the base the blueprint of the base. Another drone is out. We're going to go through them very quickly. There's only 10 drones, and I think I've lost count, but I think there's probably only 1 or 2 left now. Another drone out. It's really cool that they take fire. I mean, it sucks that I have to replace them, but, you know... the station seems to be dark. The station seems to be dead. Its power's down, so I think my artillery has killed all its generators. Centurion firing broadsides in both directions now. Gates are opening up in every way. All guns, all guns. But actually, surprisingly, the Centurion here has held its own against this Periat and this Sonnet with GATs and lasers. 1 artillery cannon. I just did not see that coming. I really didn't. Let's see if we can finish off the Periat's last few turrets. I'm going to do something here. I'm going to access the artillery gun here, because I want to take those sentry guns off the bottom of the Periat here. Woo! I led the target too much. There's one. Right, well, don't get too excited. These reinforcement ships, they're not really there. I mean, they are, but you can't... You can disable them. This guy, I mean, he's got 1 sentry gun left. I'm not sure what the Sonnet's got left. The amount of GATs that I've got here just seem to have overwhelmed the turrets on these 2 Zirax ships. It does have a turret... Oh, never mind. It had a turret left. But I think the Sonnet is now also out of weaponry. I'm not seeing any turrets left on that thing at all. Yeah. So I think they're both neutered. I mean, I'm not sure why the artillery gun is not targeting generators. That is, you know, it's what's set to warp drive and generators. But, oh, wait. Now he proves me wrong, doesn't he? Now he opens fire. He goes, oh, yeah, generators. I remember now. There he goes. The Periat seems to recharge its shields a little bit, but they're both basically harmless now. So we can, knowing that those are the reinforcements that are here, do a quick ping actually. Let me just do... Yeah, I don't think anything else is going to come by. Let me turn the ship around, just in case something does. The front of the ship, the nasty end of the ship, is facing the bad guys. Alright, and we're going to line up here. I'm going to go for a little spacewalk and have a look at this orbital production, because I don't think... I've never seen this orbital production before. It looks new. And that intrigues me. So with the power out, we shouldn't have any enemies in here. Clearly I'm wrong. Holy crap. Blimey. What was that? What'd you shoot in? Another Sonnet. Blammer. Suck it, Sonnet. Alright, anyway, back to where we were. We got a loot box. Actually on the Centurion. a dump box, really, isn't it? I'll come back for those little bits and bobs later. Not something you really want to see when you're taking on a POI, but we've already dealt with them. That looks like an airlock out. Here's an airlock out. So this way? Left of it. There's not much left of it. I'll take the heavy sniper. And the meds, thank you. Glad there's still crates here. Oh, sit the F down. Oh, shit. I guess he said the same thing to me, right? It's different in 0G. Aiming and stuff doesn't quite... It doesn't quite work the same way. I got heavy armor on now. So I can take a shot or two and it's no problem. So even with the power out, these guys are still spawning. Which is unfortunate. There's a sentry gun. I don't know where to go. There's a door back there and there's that corridor there. I feel like that corridor there just goes around the outside again. Where does this go? This goes up. Oh, that's more interesting. Because this goes into the hole that I... Yeah. There was something here. There's not much left of it, I gotta admit. Speedstar. Speedstar! Freaking A. This is a decent sized station, really, actually. Way bigger than the previous one. Difficult to really tell the way to go. For obvious reasons. Most of it is now destroyed. Yep. These cargo boxes seem to be like normal loot crates. They're easy to ignore, but you have like loot of common loot boxes in them. Yeah, of course the hitbox would save him. They're running around like it's freaking gravity here. Bye. Have a nice day. This is what it's like raiding a almost completely destroyed freaking. Hello? Did somebody say Gur Arg? Their ex-trader. AK traitor. Minus 50 traders guild. The traders don't like me killing Xerax. Well. Commander. Look at all the bits and bobs here, though. Deconstructors. Heavy armor. Very nice. Constructors. Cargo boxes. This is a nice POI, dudes. Well, it was before I got hold of it. And then, you know. kind of went boom, you know. But it was a nice POI. One day. Sometime. A long time ago. I think that's it. Whoa! Damn! Freaking Xerox in the closet. This is trippy. Any Xerox in the toilet? No. What about this one? What are you doing hiding in the corner? Get out of here and fight, you coward. Alright. Yeah, that is it. We're back to that corridor again. Okay. What the... Where did those... Did they come out of that? That's dead. It is now. Huh. Where did they come from? So where's the core? Because there's not much left of this place. And I'm kind of in the middle of it now. There isn't any more up. Yeah, there's definitely still a core on this thing. Yeah, there is. Oh my god. What the hell happened there? Whee! That hurt. That hurt. I'll give him that. That stung a little bit. Well, this looks like... Looks like a bloody sector command, this does. Civilians. Can I use your... No. That would be too nice of them, wouldn't it? Can I use your... no. No, you may not. Alright. Outreach. There's not much left of this room. Oh yeah. There's a minigun for the win. There's a minigun who'll kill you all. There's a minigun, it's awesome. Can't hope to defeat me. Woo woo. That's a long corridor. Ow! Bitch! Yeah. Right. What's the other one too then? Bitch. Okay. So two really long corridors that go off in the distance. Weird eerie green lights. To a furnace. Two furnaces. Still no bloody core, though. Where's the other one? Oh, there he is. Who shot me? All right. One switch. One switcheroo there. I mean, I guess there's another switcheroo down the other end of the corridor. Stop shooting me. Don't like it. That was close. Flip it up. Oh, that was actually going to do anything, you know, with the power being off and stuff. Didn't see any other, like, doors or accesses that we can go through. Yeah, cheeky. Nice. I like that. Now what? Xerox hiding in the toilet. Xerox equivalent of blighted. And another one. Found it. Blammo! Ha ha ha! Oh. Wow, range of the older ship here. That's unfortunate. There's a giant hull breach somewhere around here, isn't there? Hello. Ah! Ah! They're respawning. Oh man. Peekaboo! Ah. How is it? So now that I've killed the damn core, and this place is all pretty thoroughly dead, it's when they're almost freaking killing me, dudes. Oh my god! Right. Loot, 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 loot. Loot. Lovely. And blocks and devices, connect, core, bing, go. This be my house now. Ha-ha! Yes. Oh. Damn, Centurion. That's a civilian. Yeah, I did kill a trader earlier. I probably set a bad precedent, but damn. Yeah. What's she got on her? 8 credits. Cheap bitch. Alright. Sorry, that's really unfair. Right. Ladies and gentlemen. There it is. orbital production, brand spanking new. Okay, maybe it might be nice to do it without massive great holes in it, but we generally got the gist, I think. That's now all the bits and bobs in that, including little crates and stuff like that, are going to be mine. But that is what we got out of it, I suppose, from the loot that I did find. Hopefully, I'll find a little bit more, but we'll have to wait and see to the next episode, because we are out of time today, I'm afraid. But I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know what you think about the Centurion here. If you find any other things missing from it, let me know. I'll try and address them on the workshop page as quickly as possible, like the detector. It will now have a detector. Yeah. But I think it did really well. I think it did really well for, you know, it's a command ship. It's not a battleship or anything like that, but it made that Summit and Periac regret its life decision, so... And its base, all at the same time. That was cool. It was a good little fight. It had a lot quicker if it was a combat ship, but still, it worked. And we're here, and we win, and we are victorious, and the Xerax suck. And there we go. So, once again, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and hopefully, I'll see you next time. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.